Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 rounds of professional Muay Thai action at the weight limit of 167 pounds, as Thailand will be taking on Australia. This bout is for a title. It is for the Super Middleweight Championship. คู่นี้นะครับก็จะเป็นการชิงแชมป์เฉพาะการรุ่น Super Middleweight นะครับผม167 ปอนด์นะฮะชกกันในรูปแบบ 3 ยกนะฮะประเทศไทยกรุงเทพมหานครนะครับเจอกับออสเตรเลียครับอีกครั้งนะครับผมใครสามารถเอาชนะได้ด้วยศิลปะแม่ไม้มวยไทยนะครับเข่าลอยนะครับศอกกับจระเข้ฟาดหางนะครับรับกลับบ้านไปเลยครับ 20,000 บาทครับใครเตะก้านคอน็อกได้รับไปเลย 10,000 บาทนะครับแล้วก็นักมวยยอดเยี่ยมวันนี้นะครับรับไปเลย 10,000 บาทนะครับผมแล้วก็นักมวยดุเดือดนะครับรับไปเลย 10,000 บาทครับAnd again, if you knock your opponent out with a spinning heel kick, back heel kick, a spinning back elbow, and a flying knee, you'll take back 20,000 Thai baht. If you knock them out with a head kick, you will receive 10,000 Thai baht. Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, 27 years of age, official weight 167 pounds. Professional Muay Thai record, 21 victories, 9 losses, and only 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Australia, please give it up for Hugo Philip.
And welcome back for our third bout of the evening here at Lumpini Stadium in collaboration with SKS Empire. As we welcome to the ring Hugh from Australia as our commentator, as our announcer called weighing in at 167 pounds.
Yeah, amazing. This is the fight I was personally waiting for. Eleanor, I know Hugh. I've had the opportunity to train with the guy. He is an animal, and I believe the first Australian to ever fight for the stadium title.
Yes, I saw that on Instagram earlier today. What a privilege, what a special
และคู่ชก
occasion.
ของเขานะครับในมุมแดงครับอายุ 27 ปีนะครับน้ำหนักชั่งได้ 167 ปอนด์นะครับชกมาทั้งหมด 156 ครั้งนะครับชนะ 123 ครั้งนะครับผมแพ้ 30 เสมอเพียงแค่ 3 ครั้งนะครับมาจากกรุงเทพมหานครเมืองไทยขอเสียงดังๆต้อนรับคมพิฆาต ส.ตะวันรุ่ง
Here we go with Hugh's opponent coming into the red corner, Kampikat Sor Tawaranrung, with 27 years of age. He's got 156 fights, 123 wins, 30 losses, and 3 draws. Kampikat, actually we'll say previous / current Lumpini Stadium champion. His photo still hangs out at the front of the stadium. So Hugh actually competing against the last holder of the super middleweight title here. Yeah.
Wow. So he's actually coming
And
off
your
the
referee
back
in charge of the
win
action
by
once it begins,
KO.
อาจารย์บุญเลิศแก้วพิทักษ์
Here's our referee taking care of the bout this evening. I believe this one is a 5-round fight. I do believe, Eleanor.
I believe so. So yeah, traditional Muay Thai in all its glory as the former Lumpini champion takes on the Nak Muay from Australia, Hugh O'Donnell.
Yeah, and Hugh, maybe not having as many fights as Kampikat, obviously, but much more active in recent times for sure since he moved out here with his girlfriend.
Yeah, so speaking to Hugh in the back before, he's been out in Thailand now for 8 to 9 months, but fighting on average 3 to 4 weeks, which is as much as you can in Thailand. There is the law that you have to wait 3 weeks before fighting in any of the stadiums. Again, that is actually the law to stop fighters. Unless you win by KO, you can fight pretty much again straight away. So Hugh has been abiding the law but fighting as regularly as possible, fighting out of Simbi in Phuket down in the south of Thailand. He says he's been training with Fa from Simbi and also Krubo, both specialists in the Muay Thai department. So I think we might see him come with a a forward pressure approach.
Yeah, and I do know that he is a forward fighter. I do know that this is a step up in weight for him as well. But in speaking to him, I know he feels confident in his activity, and he is a big, strong Aussie. And Copycat, I believe he hasn't really fought since everything was shut down in COVID. So he may be the most recent holder, but this is definitely a really good matchup.
It is a phenomenal matchup, and it does say that Copycat's last win was via KO, so he will still have that in the back of his mind, that he's still got that knockout power. He still will have the IQ, but it's just a case of is his body conditioned? Is it ready to go 5 rounds against such a tank like Hugh?
Yeah, exactly.
Only time will tell, I suppose.
Yeah, and I do believe, I'm 99% certain that Copycat also is maybe the only person to fight for this weight class, as well as it's not as much of a popular traditional weight category here in Thailand. These are technically big boys.
Yes, they are for Thailand for sure. We don't really see this weight apart from the other big stadium here in Bangkok, but nevertheless, they'll still have the knockout power, they'll still have the techniques, and it is brilliant that the card has managed to find a room for these big boys here. Let's see though, obviously there is the chance to win 10,000 baht if you win by KO spinning elbow, and 20,000 baht if you win by head kick KO. So let's see if these boys come out hunting for the knockout.
You gotta spin it to win it, as they say, that's for sure.
Yes, so I've never seen Hugh fight personally. I haven't watched one of his bouts, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Australia, I do believe, quite powerful with the low kicks, but am I right in saying that Copycat is southpaw, so he may sit on the back and try to fire that body kick, which might outscore Hugo and really cause some damage. And really cause some damage if he doesn't have a quick block to counter those southpaw kicks.
Yeah, and I think, this first round, if it is a 5-round fight, I believe there is going to be most likely a bit of a feeling out here, especially with the title on the line from the prestigious Lumpini Stadium. I mean, legendary.
It is, but we were saying though they have changed the style of the belt, and perhaps it's to be a little bit more modern, but we're not sure, but let us know what you think in the comments when you show the belt. Oh, straight out the back. Ooh, no feeling out for Copycat. I think he might be here to take that bonus.
Yeah, no ring rust in the opening moments of the fight,
Really trying to disrupt Hugh's rhythm with that long guard and arm control, that beautiful long guard, really frustrated.
Yeah, impressive opening start to the fight for sure. Being the Copycat has been out of the ring for quite some time.
Beautiful stepping knee followed by a big elbow there. This is not what we tend to see from southpaw fighters who like to sit on the back foot and fire that body kick, but he is coming forward. And sweep from Copycat. He's smiling in the first minute of this round. He's really taunting, in my opinion. Big right elbow from the clinch there. Beautiful elbow arm control.
And I think, I have seen Hugh fight before, and sometimes maybe starting slow, maybe just kind of calibrating everything, feeling out his opponent. Once he's got a good read on what Copycat has to offer, we may see a little bit more action coming in here.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting to start the fight so fast. It seems to slow down a little tiny bit as he finds his rhythm. But Copycat, that low kick is coming every single time, and he needs to be wary of those elbows in the clinch, because the arm control and the IQ to set those up, it's not gone away. It's still there. Oh, big uppercut followed by a right hand. What a combination from Copycat. Wow.
And watching them engage as they get into the clinch there, Copycat, like a robot, just right into finding that dominant position.
Copycat almost looks like he's sparring at this point. Just then when the clinch broke and he caught the leg, his arms were low. He's just having fun there, a smile on his face, but perhaps that's part of his game plan against Farang, as we are called in Thailand, to just really kind of taunting.
And he has fought many a time, I'm sure, so I'm sure he's not bothered by it.
He's swinging round with the knees in the clinch. Really nice work in the clinch. He told me he's been working with Kubo and Crew FA at Sydney Muay Thai to sharpen his clinch skills, and they are shining through with those knees against such an experienced fighter. There is no doubt that Thais are still the best clinchers.
Yeah, and I do think that I personally have had the experience of clinching with Hugh myself, and he is a very strong fighter in the clinch. So, if he can find a way to make it work for him, if he's got the fitness too, it'll be interesting.
He's doing well at keeping his hands up when Copycat comes in. Beautiful lead uppercut into a right hand followed by a big kick there. What an action-packed round for round number one. But I suppose beautiful display of work there. That little trip at the beginning. But wow, this is a brilliant start to our title fight. 5 rounds here, and I would just like to take the opportunity to thank the head of Lumpini Stadium, Lieutenant General Naren Misonpoon, for allowing us to have this beautiful display of Muay Thai here and host this title fight and give the opportunity to Hugh O'Donnell, the first Australian to ever fight for a Lumpini title.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this first title fight has not disappointed for sure in the first round here. Be interesting to see what Hugh is going to do coming out. I'm interested to see the fitness of Copycat being out of the ring for so long. He doesn't look to have the rust, but I am curious about the fitness.
That is a very good point you make, because he doesn't quite look in physical shape as compared to Hugh, who's looking pretty ripped, pretty conditioned, ready for the fight. But Copycat, he did not look fatigued. He did not show one bit of open mouth, and I was impressed at the fact he was maintaining that smile throughout the whole round.
Yeah, he looks to be having fun, that's for sure. And I wish I could fight like that.
Sometimes so, I do believe once you've had so many fights and it becomes like clockwork, your body doesn't necessarily need that condition anymore because your brain is so far ahead. And sometimes when we've not got these crazy 100-fight records, we're thinking so much, we're using so much energy thinking, but to him, this will just be second nature.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost spike your heart rate just off of overthinking and freaking out in the adrenaline,
it's sparring
right?
sometimes, even then. Beautiful hand combination into that lead kick from Hugh, who's putting the pressure on Copycat, straight into clinch with those slow, winking knees around the outside.
Yeah, Hugh looks a lot more determined at the beginning of the second round. I think his corner told him forward for sure.
Big left hook into that kick. He's really drilled that one textbook against the southpaw. The kick will always land on each other.
Yeah, fighting a southpaw is definitely a bit of a challenge, especially when you have someone with so much experience like Copycat.
Experience, but not only that, he'll have some power behind those kicks, especially at 167 pounds. That is some power. I do anticipate perhaps a knockout at this weight, but we will have to see. Both fighters in the clinch there. Hugh just muscling the head into the chin. A horrible, nasty position for his opponent to be in.
Ooh, just missing with that up elbow. See if he can sneak some of those in as they engage into the clinch here.
Yeah, oh, big takedown there from Hugh. Just sending Copycat to the canvas. He answers back with an elbow though. Really is brilliant at doing the arm control. Just teeing off and then setting up those elbows.
Copycat looking like he's trying to come over the top of the elbow. Nice uppercut, straight cross there.
Right kick from Hugh. He really putting some power behind those kicks. Oh. Copycat got palm over the face. Big knee in the clinch. Maybe he's realised this is a 5-round fight, and now he's kind of slowed the pace down a little bit from that first opening round.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to blow it all in the second round.
For sure. He's really disrupting Hugh's rhythm with that front teeth, really frustrating him, and then setting up the hands with the uppercut and the right hand. Beautiful combination.
He has definitely stopped throwing that left kick as much. might be happy to clinch up and score from inside.
Just does such a good job of not showing what he's going to throw as he launches forward. You don't know if it's going to be an elbow or that nasty lead uppercut. Loves that one. Big step in there from Copycat, answered back by Hugh. Brilliant arm control and position in the clinch from Hugh as he launches that right elbow.
Yeah, it almost looks effortless. I mean, he's not really like the bounciest fighter, but everything just, he's flowing. Copycat's flowing and scoring.
He's literally like he's having fun in there, having a little spa. But I bet there's some power behind that low kick, and especially he keeps going for the inside leg. Nice and some reddening there. You can see it there. The reddening of Hugh's inside leg. There's only so many of those you can take if you're not conditioned.
Yeah, I think Hugh checking maybe some blood on the nose. Maybe he took a little elbow to the nose there in one of those exchanges. But I have to say, I don't know about you, Eleanor, but on my unofficial scorecards, that might be 2 rounds. Copycat, Hugh definitely active,
Hugh
scoring.
definitely coming in the clinch with those big swinging knees and that beautiful takedown that we saw. For me, that one was a little bit more even. Hugh seemed to have been like, okay, I'm here now, fighting now, and I'm fighting Copycat. And he didn't. When you go against these Thais with the experience and the belts and the accolades that they have, you can't show them the respect. You need to say to them that you belong in that ring there alongside them. And that is exactly what I think Hugh managed to do in that second round. He showed he deserved this opportunity, and he didn't give Copycat any room to be playing with him like he was in the first round.
Yeah, no doubt Hugh is game for sure. Dude trains extremely hard. A lot of experience for a foreigner, you know, to be completely honest. He's fought on tons of shows in Australia, here in Thailand, a regular in Phuket for sure. I know he's fought on a few shows here in Bangkok, so he is game, you know, so I'd like to see him keep that switch turned on and maybe rev it up a little bit more going into this third crucial round, yeah?
He told me his game plan was to put pressure on and power forward into the clinch, and I do think he was doing a phenomenal job in the clinch, so I think he just really needs to keep that pressure. But he did have some success in the lead hook to right kick combo. I think if he keeps doing that one as well and putting some real power into it, he could take that belt home.
Yeah.
We'll see. This is round number 3, so the action should step up. Both fighters should be stepping out of second gear now and giving their all. And off we go for round number 3.
Big knee to open up that round.
Copycat is the one pressuring forward though, smothering with the hand combinations and the long knee. The beautiful step up. Big stabbing knees into the torso of Hugh. Can't quite find his rhythm in the opening seconds and Copycat pressure on.
That's a good knee. Like, he's thrown a good right kick to start off the round. I want to see some more of that. He's scoring well.
Copycat right in the clinch, smothering his opponent. And what he does a brilliant job of is that long guard, so Hugh can't see what he's going to throw next. The smile is not wiped off his face as he goes in with that left knee every single time, finding a hole into the torso of Hugh.
He is strong. He's driving him back, but taking a few knees in the meantime.
Big left knees from Copycat time and time again, and we know knees to the body, kicks to the body. Big score for Muay Thai.
Copycat is a bit of a bulldozer so far in this third round.
He is going forward, but this is how the Thais like to play. They go for it in round 3. Round 3 are traditionally round 3 and 4, traditionally the clinching round. So Copycat will be used to going forward in round 3 and 4 and taking the fight to his opponent to get those points in the clinch.
There's Copycat eyeing the clock, seeing where he's at midway through.
Beautiful timed leg kick there, just sweeping Hugh off balance, but he shakes it off. He's ready to go again. He doesn't give Copycat the respect that he thinks he wants right now.
His right kick's landing nicely.
Everything Copycat does, it lands, he sees the effect, he follows up with something. He does not step back and admire his shots, and that is the only thing you can only get that through experience.
Yeah, he's just giving Hugh no space right now in this third round. He's stuck like glue, Copycat.
good night. See you later.
I do believe I see a little bit of blood coming over the left eye of Flea, who may have, I think he's been cut by one of those elbows from Compicat.
Now, and from my experience last week, he might be struggling to see right now. I don't think it's enough and in a position for the referee to call for doctor stoppage time, but it is something that he's going to have to really protect and keep that left one up, because Compicat, as we saw there, will be trying to find a hole for that right elbow to put an end to this fight early.
Yeah, he's just going to try to open it, but that left hook has been landing Compicat, telling him to bring it on, but you know it doesn't feel good if he's calling it out.
And that is the end of round.
Oh, I think that is the end of the fight. So we are doing a 3-round fight here on our third fight of the evening, which makes a little bit more sense. The pressure from Compicat in that third round, you can see here, was relentless.
That was a hell of a fight. Can you please give them a round of applause? ขอเสียงปรบมือหน่อยครับ
What a fight between these two athletes. Copycat, I hope he comes back to the ring here at Lumpini, because wow, what a performance. Possibly one of my new favorite fighters.
Yeah, wow. I mean, talking about having no ring rust. Here we go to the ring for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1, Judge Grisada Hontu scores it 28-29. Second judge scores it Anukun Tam Siram 28-29. And your final judge Apisak Kamlaiyat scores it 28-29. And your winner by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, คมพิฆาต ส.ตะวันรุ่ง ขอเรียนเชิญพลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์รองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินีขึ้นมาคาดเข็มขัดให้กับแชมป์เฉพาะการคนใหม่ในรุ่นซุปเปอร์มิดเดิลเวท167 ปอนด์ด้วยครับ May I please ask พลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์ to come up into the ring and give the belt to our new super middleweight champion. ต้องขอขอบคุณพลตรีสาธิตจาตุวงศ์ด้วยนะครับรองผู้อำนวยการศูนย์พัฒนากีฬากองทัพบกมวยไทยลุมพินีนะครับที่ขึ้นมาคาดเข็มขัดให้กับแชมป์เฉพาะการคนใหม่นะครับรุ่นซูเปอร์มิดเดิลเวท167 ปอนด์ครับคมพิฆาต ส.ตะวันรุ่งครับมาจากกรุงเทพมหานครครับ